Hi Leo, welcome to SunshineSwan Intuition. My name is Kylie Ann and this is going to be a general Celtic cross style reading. This will be prevalent for Leo's sun, moons, and risings. The question we are going to be asking today is, what do I need to know now? What do you need to know now? The most important messages for you to receive here and now whenever you find this reading. This will be a timeless reading. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Yeah. And before we get into the Celtic cross, we are going to pull a Divine Doors Oracle card to sort of set the stage and find what the general theme of your energy is for the reading. So without further ado, Leo, sun, moon, rising. What does Leo need to know now? What does Leo need to know now? Please show me Leo's door. Ooh, they gave you two. All right, so the one on the top, a stranger's grace. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. You also got a note on love. Perhaps you could be coming into contact with a new love interest or a revitalization of your current romantic partners. I was picking up on partnership, very romantic partnership, intimate partnership. And while I don't do those readings, I am just going to pull the messages that you need to know now. And so even if, because I do have that feeling and you got, on a note of love and a stranger's grace, even if we do pull up somebody else's energy, all of the messages are going to be focused on you and what you need to know now for you to make decisions for your own self. All right, so with that being said, Leo, let us get into your reading. As I said, we are doing a Celtic cross. These cards are jumpy. I am using Day of the Dead Tarot. This will be for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising. What do Leos need to know now? Show me what we need to know now. Okay, they're saying just take from the top. Okay. Oh my gosh, Two of Cups. That is the central focus of this reading. What is crossing you is the Empress. It's abundance. What is in your subconscious is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, it's knowing, it's personal attainment of wealth, of mundane material aspects, but it's really about knowing how much to give away and how much to keep for yourself. And you should always keep more for yourself than you give away. And fill your cup up first. In your recent past, you are coming from the Page of Wands. What is crowning you is Judgment. It's the Resurrection card. You are represented by the Tower. The person or situation you are attracting is the Three of Cups, which is celebration. Your hopes and fears is the Five of Wands. Wow. And in your outcome is the Five of Cups. Okay. So the Five of Cups in your outcome, another sign also had that. And, but it has shown up in every single reading that I've done, and I've done the majority of them for what you all need to know now in this time, whenever you find it. But it's very interesting because it doesn't surprise me, because that is what my general reading on the general collective population is right now. I'm filming this in August of 2023. I feel that at this time there is so much transition, there's so much movement, there's a whole bunch of different energies going in all different directions, and I keep hearing and saying that nobody's really on the same page, but that's not a bad thing. We're all just kind of realigning, readjusting. Maybe some of us are realizing a lot, especially with this retrograde energy. This Venus in Leo retrograde, I think has been really huge for a lot of people. And even if it didn't internally impact an individual, I feel that the individuals, people in their circle, it impacted them. So therefore, butterfly effect. So fear not, I will pull another outcome card, and it is the Six of Cups. So it could be, I heard old emotions returning. So it could be a past lover or a lover that never fully was, and now you're going to explore it, because I think this is a really good reading. You have a lot of good energy. I absolutely love the center. It is the Two of Cups, and it's being crossed by the Empress. To me, that is such a abundant, harmonious, beautiful connection, whether it is with you and somebody else, or it's you and another part of you, like you're connecting deeper to yourself, which could totally be, the situation. And I realized once again, I did not pull incoming energy cards. I don't know why I'm doing that, but so for Leos, what they need to know now, what is incoming for them. Oh, okay. The Hermit. Eight of Pentacles, King of Wands. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Leo. It does very much so seem that you are going to, at this time, anyways, the energy specifically that I'm picking up on right now, does have to do with relationships. And it could be the relationship to you and yourself. It could be, any level of intimate relationship. It could be familial, it could be, really close best friends. It could be, siblings, or it could be love. It could be your love interest. But I am getting, especially because in your hopes and fears, you have the Five of Wands, which to me it's very frenetic energy. It's a little bit chaotic. It's almost like there's no firm ground, solid ground to stand on, because you don't know who's going where, you don't know where you're going. Maybe it's just a lot of, it's a lot of up here. It's in the air. And in this deck, he's holding a book of matches, and he has a lit match. So it's almost like you don't want this relationship or connection to crash and burn. That's kind of, you don't want it to implode on itself, is what I just heard. So I don't think it will. I think this could even be a brand new person, stranger's grace. I think I just heard someone or something is going to come into your life, and it's going to almost change the way that you previously thought about or felt about something. And like I said, and I will keep repeating throughout this reading, it could totally pertain to you and yourself. Maybe you're looking at yourself in a new way. Maybe you've really stuck with self-improvement, or now you are embarking on self-improvement, and the end goal is to fall in love with yourself, which I will say, falling in love with yourself, and I will tell this to everyone until the day that I die, because it saved my life personally, and I just feel that you just can never go wrong with unconditional love, because I think that that's all we are. Not to get into, beliefs and stuff, but I think that God and the universe, I think the higher power, I believe it is pure unconditional love. And so when we expand into that and grow from that, into that and we put more of it out there, I think it just makes everything easier, lighter, more peaceful, more connected, more true, more honest. It's all of the good, beautiful things. And I think that right there, that is what you need to know now, is that unconditional love truly is the answer for everything. Because it just is so, nothing can touch it. Like nothing dark, bad, negative. Like I don't even believe in that stuff and I don't give any attention to it. But unconditional love is just so bright, and I think that it is the origin of absolutely everything. And so what's more powerful and pure than the origin of everything, of existence, of infinite existence? But let's ground back into your reading, Leo. This might be for Leo Venuses as well. Okay, so in your subconscious is the Nine of Pentacles. To me, that's just you're just at such a, you have the Empress as well. You're at such an abundant place in your life right now, especially, with, I just get such good energy. And even with your energy currently being represented by the Tower, I feel like it's just like a huge awakening. Like you're just realizing a lot of stuff in a very good way, in a very profound way. In your recent past, you have the Page of Wands. I do very much like this card. He's on the swing. There's something very, I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling like there's something very formal, and it's almost, there is a sort of serendipitous energy in this card, and I don't know if it's just because I'm picking up on your energy, and with your Divine Doors cards, what it was on a note of love and stranger's grace. Because I feel like you're coming from, like, what energy is bringing you to or into this reading is like a lot of newness, a lot of new passion, a lot of new ideas, a lot of new creative energy, which could also be sexual energy. Because I am seeing also, like, there's a lot of red in this deck anyways, but I don't know why, it's just like extra standing out to me. Like even in the Empress, her gown is red. It's a very, very beautiful card. What's crowning you is Judgment. It's like a new start almost, or yeah, I'm feeling new start, because the last Judgment technically is the second to last card in the Fool's Journey through the Major Arcana. So it's kind of more of an ending card, or like an ending point in the cycle. But I'm hearing new beginning. I'm hearing it's just very new, and stranger's grace. What is coming in for you was Hermit energy. You could be, if this is like the relationship between you and yourself, a lot of times I feel like what happens when we go very deep within and we're looking for answers, we're looking to connect with ourselves more, it happens inadvertently, but it also happens because when we have so much stimulus, like socially, and we're just constantly bombarded with other people's lives and other people's thoughts and other people's commentary, it does get really hard when you don't already have a foundation of you being so super deeply connected to yourself. You do need a period of, it's not isolation. I'm not feeling that for you, Leo. It's really just like solace, like a quiet, peaceful place. So maybe you could be seeking also more peaceful, serene is what I heard, places with this Hermit energy. And it's going to help connect you with yourself, with this new connection. And that's the other thing too, is all of the beautiful, love, romantic connections happen, like the true ones that, are gonna go the distance. They happen when we're least expecting it, right? Because we're focused on ourselves, and we're focused on loving ourselves and just kind of being in the flow state, that is when the good shit happens. And the good shit is this Two of Cups, soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart energy, especially with the Empress crossing it. I mean, that's huge. That's like huge to me. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling very profound. And I really don't go into like a lot of love and relationships because I like to focus on you, but because what you need to know now is embracing, indulging, expanding, growing, rooting yourself in unconditional love. It's a part of it. As I said, your energy is represented by the Tower. I just feel that there's a lot of, I heard reconstruction going on in your chest, like in your heart. Leos, I think, sun, moons, risings, and Venuses especially, but those of you with major Leo placements, I think, are also being extremely affected, not only because it's Leo season, but because this Venus in Leo retrograde. It's about, it's about obviously relationships, but it's really like asking ourselves, like, what do I want? What fulfills me? How do I want to be loved? What do I want to feel like all the time? It's not just in relationships, it's just with everything. It's your intimate, sensitive expressions as well. So I don't think it's a negative thing. I think you're just going through a reconstruction period, and that's absolutely beautiful. I just encourage, just funnel that unconditional love into it. Of course, the person or situation you're attracting is the Three of Cups, which is celebration, happiness. It's just a grand old time is what I want to say. It's beautiful energy. I love that you have the Two and the Three of Cups, because whatever connections, you could be making even like a new friend group, because there's three of them. You could be coming into a great, beautiful new friend group that's really just gonna embrace you, and you guys are all on the same page. You guys are all vibrating at the same level, and you're wanting the same things out of life, which is just always so good. When you're in alignment with yourself and you know yourself, and there's always going to be a part of us that we don't know, we don't understand, because we're constantly changing. Even when we become adults, and none of us have it figured out, and we never will. And the point is because it's constantly changing. So just focus on yourself. What do you want right now? What are your goals? And then when you are so strongly rooted in that, you're going to notice that like the people, places, and situations that are in your surroundings are also going to line up with those beautiful, higher vibrating, specific things that you're wanting. They're going to share those attributes. In your hopes and fears, you had, as I said, the Five of Wands. I think just a lot's going on, but I think it's nothing that a Leo couldn't handle. A lot of social interaction, a lot of, high intensity vibration, things of that nature. Leo's kind of, well, if it doesn't go this way, then like, fuck it. If it doesn't go exactly my way, that's the only thing that I'm like feeling, but I don't even feel super connected to that. But I could just see how if something just doesn't go like the right way on the first try, don't worry about it, Leo. It's everything is always working to your benefit, and the universe is always conspiring to assist you. In your outcome, we have the Five of Cups, which is just it's like getting too deep in your emotions for too long, and you forget to pull yourself out of it and release the emotion as easily as you let it in and let yourself feel all of it. It's also in the Rider-Waite, he's looking at the 3 cups that have spilled, but he doesn't realize that there are 2 full cups behind him. So it's just about changing perspectives, and realizing that there is still always more to look forward to. And this could also be, I just felt like if this is like a relationship with yourself or a revitalization of a pre-existing relationship, don't mourn what's lost or what's gone, because all we have is the present moment. We can't go back to the past, and we can never get to the future, because when we do, it's the present moment, it's the current. So we will never be at the future, unless, you know, you shift your perspective and say, I'm already at the future compared to 5 minutes ago when I was sitting here doing this reading. But anyways, there's still more to look forward to. Don't mourn for too long what's lost, because it just is making more room for more beautiful, big things. And you also have the Six of Cups, which I'm just now realizing, 5, 6 of Cups. So it's kind of like, oh, it's fine. Six of Cups can also represent a very nostalgic energy, a sentimentality. So like I said, I think this is a very beautiful reading. I feel like you guys are just at a really good place, and all I want to tell you and everybody else is unconditional love is the answer. It's the savior. It's just the most beautiful, pure thing, and I unconditionally love you and everyone, and that is all that I have space for in my life. So Leo, if you like this reading, if you resonated, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of the fun things. And with that, I will see you next time for your next reading.